So hi and welcome to another video, and I hope you're all well in this COVID situation. I've certainly been busy with work, hence I'm not putting out many videos, but today we're going to be showing off the TrueGrip tape here for the Logitech G Pro Wireless. I've got some other ones I'm going to show you for like the 305. Now, if you're already aware, I've already done hotline grip tape as well, so you can compare that. I'll put a link to the video I did for that as well if you're not sure what to do, and this is a new option that I've seen a few of you asked for me to check out. So these ones are priced around $10 US or 10 UK pounds. They're €9.90, and they sent a few sets out for me to check out here as well. If you want to buy some of these, I'll put a link in the description. So in this video, I'm going to fit them, tell you what I think of them. I'll show you some gameplay with them on a G Pro Wireless, which we've got here. I'll give you my thoughts. So let's get into the video. So now we've got the grips here. I've got some alcoholic wipe here because you don't get any with the grips themselves, which is a bit of a shame. It'd be nice for those to be included because you're going to want to clean the mouse. I'm going to clean the mouse using the alcoholic wipe. I use lens wipes here, and then we're going to put the grip tape on it, and we'll see how it feels when we're playing. So let's just carry on with this. First of all, give it a good wipe down. Then we unpack the grip tape. You get a rear one, two sides, and two buttons basically. Now, it's a similar style, texture-wise, to the Gen 2 hotlines that I can see here. Got some adhesive on the back. I'm just going to go through and put them on. First thing I notice is on the right hand side here is there's no cutouts for the buttons. So you can see here, this is the left side. You can see it's got the trimmed out part, so when it's on the mouse, they're going to fit nicely over and flush. But on the other side, you're going to cover the buttons. Not the best. You have to trim this manually. It'd be nice for them to see trim this out. I don't know why I haven't done that on these. Bit of a shame there. The hotlines do have that. Then you've got a rear pad as well, which is good. The hotlines don't come with a rear pad. So it's nice to see that here. And then you've got some button ones here as well, right at the front. It'd be nice to see them come a little bit further back, although most people won't be clicking on the top part of the button here. So put these on, see how they go. I'm going to apply it directly to the mouse. You could use some tape on here so you don't put any stickiness residue on the end of it, but I want to see if it leaves any, which is why I've left it on here. I've not put any of the double-sided tape on. If you look at the hotlines one, the Gen 2, I've also done Gen 1. I tried it with some Scotch tape as well to see whether it'll leave sticky residue or not. They only come in orange at the minute. They are looking to do black, which I think they should do. And the orange is a bit too much, and it's also going to dirty up pretty quick. Left hand side here fits nicely. Nicely trim. No complaints on that side. I do like the feeling of a grip tape. A little bit of cushioning in it. We'll see how it reacts. Now, we'll do the right hand side. You can instantly see the issue though. Let me just get a pen. I'm going to mark it up and I'll trim it off. There's no good blocking those sides off, although I sometimes use the side buttons. So this is not ideal. Here's a hotline Gen 2. A little bit dusty, so apologies. Could have left it on so you could trim it. Maybe you want the higher part because you're not using the side buttons, but I think out of the box it should come pre-trimmed. Place the pad on here. See why it won't be as easy. Get a pen. You have to draw around the pad there. Now we should be just right, yeah. They're just okay. They might catch slightly on the buttons, but it'll do. I don't particularly like them to trim them, especially when you're paying like a bit of money for it. Perhaps see if they were doing that intentionally so people who don't want to use the right hand side buttons had a full grip. So once we've done that, we can put the right hand side on. A bit harder to line up here because it's not pre-cut. I think hotlines have done a better stencil, but I do prefer this grip tape. I think most by feeling of it, it's a bit softer. You can peel it back as well, like hotlines, and keep adding it. It's just going to work a lot better in back. So there's a nice trimmed left hand side, and then there's the manual trim on the right hand side. We'll leave the blanking plates on, but you get the idea. I'm not generally a fan of the grip tape on the buttons, but I'm going to do it just for this. My finger, you can see how close I am to that grip tape. That's generally where I press. I can tell that by my G Pro here, which is a bit messed up. Apologies, but you can see where I'm wearing it out here. Shiny, didn't use that one. You can see here that I'm going to push around here and I'm just on the back of that tape. Probably just enough so it wouldn't annoy me, but if you've got a slightly smaller hand than me, mine's 18 by 9 centimeters, then your length might cause you a bit of an issue. When applying these, I'm liking the colour with the orange, but like I say, it's going to get dirty real fast. And I'd like to see it black. So that's what it looks like without the rear on. For me, definitely adds a bit of grip, certainly making it much easier to hold here straight off the bat. I would have the right hand side on as well, not just the left. And I also, in mine, I've taken the buttons off, so it wouldn't affect me, but for people that want to keep the side buttons, which some of you do, I'm going to cause you an issue here. I'm trimming out the edges, so let's get the rear piece on, which is good to see. Hotlines don't provide the rear piece. Also, Hotlines are generally only available in China. The shipping's quite a while. These are in Europe. Difficult to line up the rear here. Now it's got the same issue as the Infinity skins on the final mouse, where it starts to kink up. You can probably flatten it down, but one of the problems with the rear is it's rounded. It's a little bit trickier to get the tape on. You are going to end up with a few creases, I think. Kind of flatten it out as I am here. Not the end of the world. Probably work them out. Feels nice. See if it's adding any extra weight to the G Pro, and we'll get on with some gameplay, and I'll give my final thoughts. So let's go on with the gameplay, and I'll give my thoughts on how the grip tape feels. How does it feel? Well, I do like the grip tape on it, on the sides. This one doesn't feel like it's added too much change to the shape itself, so it's not overly thick. A bit of training on here. It doesn't overly make it too thick. It's got a decent bit of grip. I think it's going to help control some of the oily hands as well, which I know a lot of people have issues with. I can certainly feel it on the back of my palm here as well. I think one of the issues I have is that it's not necessarily going to help you. If you're going to have to cut the tape, you can make a bit of a messy on the right hand side. But like for me, I don't generally use those far buttons. I used to. I've stopped using them since I've done weight reductions on them. The button side of things, where I was saying they're a little bit short, isn't affecting me as much as I thought it was going to. Like I'm not as far back gaming here. I can't feel the ridge of it, which is good, because they have cut it a little bit short. I think I still like to see it a little bit longer, and you can decide if you want it to be shorter or not, if that's what they're trying to do here with this right hand side as well, allow you to cut it and decide. The colour is probably one of the main issues people are going to have. They're a little bit too standing out, so nobody wants to have it. No one wants to have it too orange, should we say. Side buttons wise, like any grip tape, you do have that issue where you've added like the extra depth on the buttons here, but again, it's not bothering me. Still press them. It doesn't stop me from being able to push the button fully down as well. Overall, I think it's pretty good tape. Compared to the Hotlines, I think Hotlines is a little bit more rubbery. This feels a bit more cloth. So I think this is probably going to be slightly better for oily hands. That's what I would suggest. Hotlines are good, don't get me wrong there. I don't mind the Gen 2s. Generally a little bit funny with oily hands, or could be. Wow, I'm pretty sure I'm hitting it. I'm trying to quickly peek in there, it's not making a difference. Ooh, potato down. They seem to come off well as well, so I don't think they're going to leave any residue, which the Hotlines don't either. Good, because that's one of the problems people, or one of the considerations people don't seem to like. When they're removing the tape, they don't want it to overly leave residue on. Overly? They don't want it to leave residue on. Put some double tape scotch tape on it to stop it doing that, which is a good trick. And then you can just remove the scotch tape, doesn't generally leave residue. And then you can just peel it off. Wow, missed my shot. Overall, decent grip tape. I do actually quite like the back bit holding my palm, which I didn't expect to like. And overall, some decent tape here. Just hope they do it in black. And maybe change a few of the bits where you have to trim it yourself. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll be doing some more on these TrueGrips. I've got some other ones to come as well. And I'll see you again soon. Catch you later. Bye bye.